Hello beautiful creatures, how are you all doing? Thanks for watching my video again. So for today, what I have for you is this Sephora Once Upon a Time palette. And what I'm going to do, I will review this palette and probably make a tutorial out of it. Okay, so let's open it up. So basically it comes in this box. It's beautiful, it has a nice design. And actually it comes with a really nice big box as well. So oopsie, so basically this box over here, and let's see what's inside. Okay, so it looks like this. It has a nice design wherein you can basically open like a book, and let's have a look what's inside. So when you open it, oopsie, you have a hold on, so a mirror, and you basically open this one up, and there you have the shadows. Hold on a second, it's a bit difficult because there is a plastic, a thin plastic that covers it. So basically like this is how it looks like inside. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will swatch every shade of this one, and let's see if they are pigmented or maybe low quality. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of this thin plastic over here. There are no names in terms of the labelings of the shadows. And this comes with a matte lip cream from Sephora, which I love. I made a separate video reviewing these products, and check it out if you have time. But let's start with swatching. I don't know about you guys, but these are not really pigmented, and I'm actually thinking not to continue with swatching because I'm not really happy with this. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just going to select some of the colors that I will swatch. So far, these are the colors that I've swatched over here until here, okay? So I didn't even swatch these ones. But what I'm going to try is this one here, very shimmery white, champagne color. And let's see if this is icy, okay? Because so far, I'm disappointed with the color. Okay, this one is actually appearing. So I'm going to try this one over here, the gold one. Okay, so let's see if it's pigmented as well. Yeah, the gold is really disappointing, you guys. So basically this is the gold here. I don't know if you can see that. These are not so pigmented, so let's try them on the lids. What I'm going to do right now, I'm not happy, but I will try to make a tutorial out of it using this palette, okay? So probably what I'm going for today is a classical red lippy look, okay? So vintage type of look. Let's start with foundation. So in some of my video, guys, you may notice that I'm not mentioning the exact products or the exact brushes that I'm using. Why? Because I don't want my viewers to really think that they can only recreate the makeup look that I'm doing with the exact brush that I'm using or the exact lippy that I'm using. You can just definitely recreate it with whatever you have. There's really no black and white rules to makeup. It's like cleaning your house, guys. A lot of people may have their own approach and method on how to clean houses, but you may also have yours, and it probably would work the same, okay? So just go on, continue, and experiment. Next, concealer. I'm using the one from CanMake, and this is a Japanese brand. I love this concealer because it has actually a different shade inside. So I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes, okay? So I'm using the palest of them all, and I'm just using the Real Techniques brush this time. All right, so concealer done, and I'm moving on to the eyebrows, and I'm just slightly filling in my eyebrows for this look today. All right, so let's talk about your childhood, you guys. Do you have any funny memories that you can remember in your younger years? If you have, please feel free to comment down below. We could use a good laugh or anything really about your childhood, you know. If you feel like it's something that you can share in my channel, please feel free to do so. Just comment down below, okay? So as for me, the only thing I can think of at the moment that is really memorable when I was a child was, I think I was 7 or 8 years old, and my mom cut my hair, and I remember that I had relatively long hair, so she cut it short, and she was not happy, she was not satisfied, so she cut it again, and it was until here, and she said it's not straight, and so she had to cut it again, and until it was as short as probably here on my neckline, right? And she said, oh my gosh, it doesn't look good. So again, she cut it shorter again. So it got shorter and shorter. And as I looked myself in the mirror, I was incredibly sad that it's, you know, it's not much left. And to the point that I had a boy's haircut. So I remember myself picking all those hairs on the floor and put it back in on my head. And yes, the day after, I basically got bullied in school that I look like a boy. I don't know if I actually have a picture of this memory, you guys. I'm gonna have a look, and if I can find one, I'll post it here. I'll show it to you, or maybe not. I'll see, okay? I don't know why I'm subjecting myself to this humiliation, but I'll try, okay? Good. So that was my memory, you guys. If you have something to share, comment down below, okay? So next, I'm just using an eyebrow gel, and this is from NYX. All right, so from the eyeshadow, I'm just going to use this one here. So the brightest, the very first shadow, and let's see if it's pigmented on my lid. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this. See the fallouts, you guys. That's already not a good sign. I'm just going to apply that over here. So I really have to pack it because otherwise you won't see a thing. All right, so next I'm taking the brown shade over here. So the light brown, this one here, yes. Okay, and I'm just going to use this for the socket, just to define our socket. Hopefully this appears a little bit. Okay, so there's a little bit of color. That's good. All right, so this one is all right. I'm not mad at it. So next, I'm just using this color over here just to basically create a depth on the in the outer corner of the eye. So this one here, okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm just darkening the outer corner. All right, so next for the waterline, I'm using a white eyeliner, and this is from NYX, and it's called Linen. All right, next, the most difficult one, cat eye. Next, I'm using the Sephora bronzing face powder, and I'm just going to contour my face a little bit. All right, so for the blush, I'm using the one from MAC, and this is the Lovejoy Mineralized Blush. So I'm just going to apply this all over my cheeks. Now, another thing I remember when I was a child, guys, so I had this incredibly short hair, right? So I had this boyish haircut. And during my elementary graduation, my mom handed me in this beautifully wrapped box, okay? So when I was on stage receiving my certificate, I had this really nice gift, this really nice present, right? And apparently, my mom informed me that it was just one of the props, just for picture taking, right? So I went home, I opened the box, it was beautiful with ribbon, etc., right? I opened it and there was nothing inside, okay? Empty. And as a child, I thought, wow, this is such a big joke. What is this? You know, I was incredibly pissed. And yeah, as a child, you're basically broken. So that really pissed me off, you guys. And you know, it was more painful than finding out that Santa is not real. So for me, I was scarred a little bit as a kid. But you know, my mother explained it to me eventually that she could not afford to purchase me any gifts. So it was just for me not to be left out as well, because other students who were graduating that day, they have presents from their rich parents. And of course, I am not necessarily from a rich family. So my mom made an idea to be just resourceful and, you know, for me not to feel bad that I don't have anything at all. So I appreciate it in a way. I thank my mother for that. So next, we're moving on to the highlighter, and I'm using the one from MAC, and this is the Soft and Gentle. So we like that, soft and gentle. And I'm just going to apply that over here. Okay, so that's done. I'm just going to apply the fake eyelashes, and I'll be right back. And for the lips, I'm using the matte cream lipstick that goes with the palette, okay? So I'm just going to apply that directly. These are incredibly gorgeous, you guys. So you should really check this one out. And they're incredibly affordable too. Alright, so this is the finished look, guys. And so coming back to the eyeshadow palette, I've basically used 3 shades. So you have the pale eyeshadow over here, so this shade, and then you have the lighter brown, and I also mix it a little bit with the tiny bit of terracotta color just to create a bit of depth in the outer corner of the eyes. Now, what I think about this palette, not really happy in terms of pigmentation. They have a lot of fallouts, but also some of them are creamy. The mattes are all right, but they can still be a bit pigmented. The shimmer colors are disappointing. I didn't even try the rest because for me, it does not necessarily appear in terms of swatching. But for the eyes, actually, the matte did a little bit okay. So the question is, will I recommend it for you to purchase this palette? I would probably say no. There are some more affordable eyeshadow palette out there. For example, today I've seen the Makeup Revolution and I've swatched it on my wrist and they are actually very pigmented. I'm not sure as to the longevity of those eyeshadows, but for this one, this is from Sephora and I actually expect a little bit of a high quality for this one, but it's rather disappointing. However, in terms of the lip cream that goes with it, as I've said, I made a video talking about this specifically and I love this one. It's my favorite lip creams because they are very pigmented but also long lasting, okay? So very comfortable to the lips. Now, all lip creams for me, they are somewhat drying, but this one so far, my lips are okay with this. So guys, skip this one. So basically, this is my review on Sephora Once Upon a palette, eyeshadow and face powder. I actually did not even try the face powder on this one, guys. I'm not sure what they want me to do on this because they're incredibly, look, the brown one. I think this will not appear on my skin tone because this is incredibly light. So maybe if you have a lighter skin tone, that would be something for you. So maybe in the future, I would apply this as a highlighter and we'll see. Let me actually quickly swatch this one. Okay, so it is icy, it is blinding, at least the highlighter. So we'll try that. Actually, let me apply this right now on my cheek on top of the MAC that I just applied. Let's see if it's pigmented. Okay, I can see it. Very icy indeed. So the highlighter on this one is good, but in terms of eyeshadow, skip it, okay? Alright, so that's it for today, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this review as well as the makeup look for today. If you have time, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Be kind to each other and always remember that you are beautiful. Bye, guys. Bye.